gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to In the Spotlight with Jill Nicolini on Business Talk Radio, where we take your business to the next level. Welcome back to Business Talk Radio. Andrew Aaron joining us here live. Marriage counselor, sex therapist, psychotherapist, you name it. Helpforpassion.com is his website. Welcome back to the show today. How are you?
Thank you, Jill. I'm doing well. I'm excited that it's a Friday near the end of the week.
I know. It's always a good thing. Yeah, positive energy here today for sure. So let's get started, Andrew. Please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Well, as you said, my name is Andrew Aaron, LICSW, which means I'm a licensed independent clinical social worker. And for the past 25 years, I've helped people live better quality lives, help people love better, and help people have more and more sexual pleasure.
Fantastic. So you have a job that a lot of people are envious of, I'm sure. They said, wait, what? He could help us. I want to be Andrew's friend. Be that you do know for individuals and couples as well?
Absolutely. And, often I start with a couple, and I find that one partner or the other has some challenges that are interfering with them loving the partner or being loved by the partner. And so I do a lot of individual work in addition to my specialty, which is to help people relate better, love better, and to be closer, more intimate.
Great. Fantastic. Well, just to point out once again, helpforpassion.com is your website. You're based out of New Bedford, Massachusetts, but you work with people all over the country, all over the world?
Yes, I do. I provide coaching and help, support for those everywhere. I've had patients throughout the United States and in Europe as well as Canada. So I'm available for many, many people.
Great. So let's start off with a question that you said. Somebody wrote in to Business Talk Radio and sent you a question. Would you mind reading that for us?
Not at all. She didn't provide a name, so I'm going to call her Jennifer.
Okay.
And Jennifer has a very painful, upsetting situation. And this is what she writes. I have been in a marriage for many years now and do not know how much longer I will stay married. My husband had an affair with another woman and carried on for months. I found out not because his conscience got the better of him, but because he got caught. He denied it for weeks until he finally must have realized I knew and sort of gave up. We have 3 kids, all between the ages of 7 and 12. That is the only reason why we're still together. I guess my question is this. Can a relationship exist when there's no trust? Can I ever trust him again? Can men change? Is it once a cheat, always a cheat? I really don't even like him right now. Will the love come back?
Wow.
I don't see how that's possible because I cannot forgive him right now. Will I ever be able to forgive him? I keep saying, I'm doing it for the kids. I know that's wrong, but truthfully, I have nowhere to go with 3 kids. I actually do, but if I leave, it's for good. So I haven't done it yet. Any advice? What do I do? Therapy? I don't want to be in the same room with him. He lied to me and had another woman in my bed. I'm sick. Help. Wow. Right?
Yeah.
So Jennifer has a very, very painful situation. My heart goes out to her. This kind of experience is devastating. And she asks some really, really important questions. And there's so much she shares. But yet, if she was in my office, I would have 10,000 questions to ask her, right? In a situation like this, the marriage or relationship is like a book with many chapters. And what I'd want to know is about the chapter that preceded the affair, about the chapter during the affair, and now the chapter after the affair has been revealed. In a situation where there's been an infidelity, it usually happens within a context of a relationship that's already been struggling. And it's a truth that in those relationships, both partners contribute to the vulnerability of the relationship to an infidelity. However, we have to be clear, and it's true in this case, that the partner who goes outside of the relationship and behaves in a selfish and hurtful manner, that person alone is responsible for the choice of the infidelity. And when somebody cheats, it never solves the problems that are a part of the relationship. So for Jennifer, she asks, can a relationship exist when there is no trust? And a good relationship cannot exist without any trust. But another question is, can trust be rebuilt? And in most cases, the answer is absolutely yes. Most relationships that have been damaged because of infidelity, most of them succeed at healing. And in fact, many relationships where healing is attempted, many of the relationships succeed at being better than ever before because of the crisis brought on by cheating. However, that does not justify the initial choice to go outside the relationship, which causes tremendous hurt and pain, and that's never okay. Any thoughts, Jill?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you must handle this all the time. And I don't know. I mean, I don't have advice for her. It's not my specialty, but I would be angry as well. I would be hurt. And I don't know if I could forgive someone, but I'm assuming you can learn to forgive someone, because I have friends that have had the same thing where their partners have cheated and they've gotten back together. So I think it can work, but it's always something that's there. And it's like a looming black cloud. I mean, you have to really, I mean, you tell me, what is the percentages that these type of relationships, people cheat, do really get better and stay better forever? Or do you find a lot of times people try to forgive and then they never get over it and the relationship's doomed? Can you really, live with someone that you don't trust? Can you regain their trust? It's a good question.
All of the above. I don't, from the literature, I'm not sure exactly what the statistic is, but I believe it's about 80 to 85% of relationships do heal and continue. However, I think many people regard unfaithfulness as a legitimate cause to end a committed marriage, one in which both partners have formally committed to each other. However, if both partners are determined, they certainly can heal it, and forgiveness is actually for the injured partner.
Wow.
If the injured partner chooses to forgive, really forgiveness is about taking back power and control and to not let the hurtful actions of the unfaithful partner continue to run the emotions and the inner experience of the injured partner.
Got it.
So in this case, if Jennifer chose to do that, it would be for herself to let go of the pain and heal.
Got it. So it is possible for sure. Great. And what are some of the other aspects of your practice that you deal with and, would be enlightening for our listeners to hear a little bit about?
Yeah, a lot of the work I do in making relationships great also functions to prevent infidelity. I think there's a lot that partners need to do to make their relationships strong and resilient, so it provides the best environment and the strongest foundation. So this kind of horrible experience that Jennifer writes about is never part of the history of a couple's relationship. And to make the relationship we could say, affair-proof, it requires a really strong and positive, loving connection between partners. Right? Partner dissatisfaction, I believe, is a large cause for the vulnerability of a relationship to an infidelity.
Got it. And go ahead.
I was just thinking about, what are some of the things that are going to help to prevent an affair? And that is two romantic partners being an excellent problem-solving team. Two people who can talk about difficulties without being hurtful, and to be able to agree on solutions, develop solutions that can actually be put into practice so that anger, resentment, and pain is not accumulating between them and causing a disconnection or separation.
Great. Actually, we do have a call here to stand by 1 second. Welcome to Business Talk Radio. May I ask your name?
Beth.
Hey, Beth. You're live on the
Hi,
line
how
with
are you?
Aaron. Good. Please ask any questions you may have.
Hello, Beth.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me? And
I hear. Yeah,
Andrew?
we hear you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, I'm here.
I've been listening, and I kind of have a similar situation, and I've been really contemplating just throwing my husband out, but I'm really conflicted. Do you have any advice for me?
Beth, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry to hear about the pain you've suffered, and it's a painful situation to be considering ending a relationship in which you've given your heart. There would be a whole lot more that I'd have to know to really give you solid guidance about whether you should end it or shouldn't. When we form a love relationship, I take the choice to get close to another person and open up to another person very seriously, because I believe that it's a deep part of you that caused you to join with your partner or your husband. So why did you get into the relationship in the first place?
Well, because honestly, we were friends for a little while, and I thought that we could take it a little further than that. And, you know, he was on board, and it just kind of, you know, went from there.
Okay. And similar to
That's
Jennifer,
why it hurt.
he was unfaithful in the relationship?
Yes, more than once.
Does he want to repair the relationship?
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
You know, but that trust is broken.
Absolutely. Yeah. And do you have any faith that he can re-earn the trust, and he has the strength and the willingness to do so?
I don't think so, because, I mean, if he's done it once and he's done it twice.
Oh, man. Okay. How's he done it twice?
I'm sorry, did you say has he?
Yes.
Yes. And that's
Okay,
all
well,
I know about.
Beth, you also have an obligation to be true to yourself, to keep yourself safe and to protect yourself from harm. If you don't have faith that he's strong enough to keep you safe, because as a partner, that is his primary obligation, to protect you from being hurt. And he's unfortunately not fulfilling that responsibility. So given that he's done this several times, perhaps letting him know that you are serious about considering your lives apart, and separate and take some time apart and give him an opportunity to rethink this. How would that feel, doing that?
I think that would be a great idea, actually.
Yes, because if you stay, you'll always be worried about whether you've done a good job of loving yourself and protecting yourself from somebody who's shown that they can be very hurtful and selfish, right?
Right, right.
And that's a really high obligation that you have in your love for yourself. So if after some time apart, he really demonstrates that he wants to rebuild, then you could take things slowly and allow him to do some growing, because he will need to grow tremendously to be a non-hurtful and loving human being, right?
Right. Yeah.
Any other concerns there?
No, that's about it. I really appreciate your time and your response as well. I really do.
Thank you for calling, Beth. I hope it goes really well for you.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay. All right. Bye.
All right. That was a great call. Wow. Amazing, actually. So, Andrew, Aaron, would you mind giving us your best form of contact, please?
The best way to reach me is through my website, which is helpforpassion.com. That's help, F-O-R, passion.com. There are a lot of ways to connect with me through the website, and there's a lot of information for people on the website just to improve their life situation without ever seeking help or scheduling an appointment with me.
Right.
I really want everybody to have a better quality of life and love.
On that note, let's take our quick commercial break. We'll have more coming right up in just 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
Are you a caregiver or aging adult with questions about caregiving? How to stay at home, hiring caregivers, choosing a care community, power of attorney? Help you can trust is here. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Visit caregiver-911.com to receive free caregiving tips, access to my caregiving library, a mini video series, and a copy of my book, The Caregiving Trap. Visit caregiver-911.com today for information you can trust.
Hello all, Carol Davies here. Sometimes we can feel stuck and we aren't sure who to talk to. Who can we talk to that wouldn't judge? A success strategist coach, that's who. Reach out to me through my website, thepassionmotivator.com. That is thepassionmotivator.com. And together we will renew the passion in your business, relationships, and outlook on life. I'm Carol Davies, your success strategist coach. Wouldn't it be great to have that perfect scent or oil to get you through the day? From pick-me-ups to healing and wellness, aromatherapy and holistic natural oils and soaps are the way to go. Go to our website, aromascents.ca. That's aromascents.ca, and find the products you're looking for, or feel free to ask for help. Let us know what's on your mind, and we will find the scent you need. I'm Cheryl Strickland, your aromatherapy consultant.
Is your computer slow? Seeing strange pop-ups? You could have a computer infection. Call Computer and Internet Help. A certified malware removal specialist will make your computer healthy and fast again. Most importantly, at an affordable price. Call Computer and Internet Help at 239-567-0104. That's 239-567-0104. Or email them at pccoach@live.com. That's pccoach@live.com. And go to their website, computerandinternethelp.com. Computerandinternethelp.com. Computer and Internet Help, making computers healthy, one at a time.
Business Talk Radio would like to congratulate Dr. Robert Surplus on receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award for being a top educator in the field of music education. Congratulations, Dr. Surplus, for receiving such a fine accomplishment.
And welcome back to Business Talk Radio. We are live once again with Andrew Aaron, and we're talking today in regards to, infidelity, just one of the topics that he helps people with his office, marriage counselor, sex therapist, psychotherapist. He does it all. Helpforpassion.com is his website. And you offer, I know, sex therapy, relationship therapy, and I know you like to talk about deep in love and making relationships more satisfying. So what else would you like to enlighten our listeners on with today?
Well, further about this theme of infidelity and preventing infidelity, because it's so important that our listeners are not damaged and hurt in betrayal, right? Infidelity can be traumatic with very long-term effects, very damaging effects. People often injured by infidelity have difficulty trusting for the remainder of their lives. So some of the things that help prevent infidelity, of course, is making the relationship the best it can be. And to do that, that means as individual partners, we need to be the best we can be. And a big theme in the distress that interferes with us both loving and being loved best is the issue of fear and anxiety. It's a huge issue that affects a lot of people, but it causes us to be closed and not be as receptive to love or to be as able to give love. And so it interferes with the deepest kind of connection possible. So I strongly encourage our listeners to practice relaxing, practice letting go of fear, identifying when worry or obsession is driving us, so that we can get beyond ourselves and become more open to a deeper loving connection with our partner. For that end, a practice of deliberate relaxation, I highly, highly recommend a practice of meditation, which is extremely healthy for us on every level of our being, but also for couples to make efforts to make their intimacy and their sex life as powerful, as connecting, and as pleasurable as possible. That is an important key to protecting from infidelity, Jill.
No, thank you so much. And as far as, we talked a lot about what goes hand in hand with infidelity is also sex therapy, and that's something that you help couples work through. I mean, a lot of times, are you finding that one partner is not pleasing the other partner? One person in the who's part of the couple does not want to have sex as much as the other partner. What are some of the sex difficulties and problems you find in relationships?
There really are a lot of challenges. As human beings, we're complex beings, and there are lots of potential sources for us to be uncomfortable with ourselves. So I find that body image is a big issue, increasingly for men, but of course the struggle to feel comfortable with our body, to appreciate our own body, and to feel desirable is a huge challenge for many of our female listeners. And that, of course, interferes with the desire for intimate pleasure, for the ability to be relaxed and open when being close to our partner. And if our intimate experiences are not pleasurable, then we're not likely to desire them. And I find between partners, sexual desire and a low level of sexual desire, or sexual desire being absent, are a large issue about which couples become stressed and often cause conflicts. Not the best environment in which to be a passionate couple, right?
Absolutely. Can you hear me? Hello?
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yep. I said absolutely, yes.
Okay. So other challenges for couples as far as achieving great sex is being relaxed when two partners are really, really close. The closeness is a great value. Most partners say they want to be really, really close, but when we get really close, and sex is about as close as we get, that also produces vulnerability and awakens our fears and our worries about ourselves. So being able to be completely open to a partner while we get really, really close, it requires us to relax ourselves and to calm our fears and our worries about ourselves and about not being good enough. So when two people get close to share pleasure and to deepen their bond, the most important thing is to be so relaxed that we've forgotten about ourselves and we can just focus on both giving loving touch and receiving loving touch so that our pleasure is maximized.
Got it.
Absolutely.
Now,
so important.
You do a lot of your calls. Do you do a lot of regular phone calls, Zoom calls, or are you doing in person at this point? I know with COVID and the pandemic, everything has been affected.
Yeah, for a long time there, because of the pandemic, 100% of my sessions with my clients were through video. But now it's really changed. About 70% are face-to-face, and about 30% remain with video. And
lost our friend, dear friend, Andrew Aaron. But once again, we'll get him back on the line to say goodbye. Also want to point out, Andrew, obviously you can contact him at his website, helpforpassion.com. Once again, marriage counselor, sex therapist, psychotherapist. He's based out of New Bedford, Massachusetts, and he does specialize in helping couples and obviously individuals as far as sex therapy, as far as regular therapy. He kind of does it all. And again, we just want to point out that Andrew Aaron, waiting for to call back right now. We're unable to get a hold of him. Looks like we just had a bad connection with him, but hopefully we shall get him back. In the meantime, let's try that one more time. Let's see if he's here and he can just say goodbye for all of us. Stand by 1 second. And the call's being made, and let's see if we can connect him. Yep, because he is calling back right now. Stand by. Hello. Are you with us? Andrew Aaron. Unfortunately, we cannot get a hold of him. We'll try one more time. Okay. Well, I think at this time we should just remind everybody who Andrew Aaron is. And again, don't forget helpforpassion.com is his website. And he does so much, obviously, to help people. And we had some great conversations today about infidelity, and which is, I think, very important. We had a caller who called in about this. So in the meantime, let's say goodbye, and we'll have more Business Talk Radio coming up after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to In the Spotlight with Jill Nicolini on Business Talk Radio, where we take your business to the next level.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, game show host, father of 5, and all-around big dude. I'm also an expert on drama. I know all kinds of drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids. There's the bad kind, like season-ending injuries. There's the necessary kind, like having an agent in Hollywood. And there's silly drama, like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your high school diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org.
Or text diploma to 97779. Message and data rates may apply. Reply STOP to opt out. That's diploma to 97779. And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.